everyone. This is Greg from Stationery Shenanigans, and it's Friday night. My semester for my part-time university job is over, so I finally have some more free time. I feel like the past few weeks have been kind of exhausting. I don't know about y'all, so I decided that I needed to catch up with my traveler's notebook. I have years worth of items that I've collected that I just haven't had time to put in my journal. So what I do is I stack them in some folders. And as I collect things in my trips or even just locally of things I want to save and write about, I put them in those folders. So when I have nights like tonight where it's rainy and I'm kind of tired, but I just want to do something creative and kind of reminisce, I can do something like this. So as you can see, I finally got a setup where you can see my desk. Of course, you'll notice later in the video that I didn't realize that my journal wasn't fully in view, and I kept holding up things thinking you could see them on the camera, but you cannot. So I do apologize for that, and that is going to be fixed for next time. So basically, I decided this weekend is going to be my journal palooza. I have two of those giant plastic folders filled with little clippings and photos and trinkets and business cards and all that fun kind of stuff. And I just decided instead of worrying about how I'm going to place things, how they're going to look, things being in chronological order, I just want to get everything in my journal so I can kind of like move on with my life in a good way. See here, I have two business cards from the same Vietnamese place in my area that I love. So I put one in my journal and trash the other. But it's kind of like a decluttering, right? Like we all have these things that we want to write about or draw or do any kind of artwork for, and they kind of loom over us. So that's why I decided we are just sticking things in the journal with whatever supplies we have on hand, filling up all the notebooks. This one is my blue Midori regular size traveler's notebook. I mean, the first notebook in it was from my last trip to Japan, which was 4 or 5 years ago, and it's not filled. So I just need to fill these. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just filling up things, writing a little thing here or there. There's a ticket from a comedy show I went to see last summer. My favorite comedian, Yamaneika Saunders, came to DC, so I was excited for that. Calendar clippings. I'm using a glue stick because I ran out of my tape runner thingy. Again, I don't know if y'all have this problem, but I feel like if I'm not doing things kind of like with this Instagrammable aesthetic or what other YouTubers make, traveler's notebook journaling look so amazing, I feel like I'm a failure. So we are not doing that anymore, and we're just doing what we want. So thanks for coming along with me on this Friday night and journaling. I hope you are able to do something creative that makes you feel good. And yeah, let's just keep going. And I don't know about y'all, but I always like to save fortunes from fortune cookies, good fortunes or funny fortunes, and just stick them in my traveler's notebook. It's a fun little thing to look back on. Here I have a bunch of receipts from when I was in Japan. Um, you can see my pile is just getting bigger and bigger. I'm looking through. This is a tea packaging from a tea that I always used to drink when I was in Poland. This I wish I would have held it up better. Sorry. This is one of those things a bookstore here did where it was like a blind date with a book. Actually, no, I think it was my public library. And you went in at Valentine's Day, and the books were wrapped in brown paper, and they had this little library card thing. So that was kind of cool. This is my folder full of stuff that we are trying to get through this weekend, and we're going to, everyone. We're going to do it. Um, Tom sticker, of course, because I'm basic. Um, this more business cards. Um, I wish I could remember all the. I mean, I'm remembering these places as I look through everything, which is kind of nice and reminiscent. But I kind of wish I actually put them in my traveler's notebook when I was experiencing those things, so I can maybe write a little bit more about it. You can see here I'm just jotting down a line or two where when I actually traveled and carried my notebook with me, I would, write in detail um, about the different places. This was a vitamin I used to take when I lived in Russia. And I had bought one when I was here and I cut it out to remember. These are paper things I just kind of saved that I could use in the future, like nice cardboard backing. This is a Japanese newspaper I picked up last time I was in New York. It's cool for decoration. And this is a paper from, I think, the store Ways, which is below Kinokuniya, New York. I just like the design and the colors, so I'm sure I can have a use for that someday. So, more business cards. Man, I go to a lot of coffee shops and restaurants, don't I? um, Again, these are from the past few years. I like having little Instax photos of things that I like. They're a great thing to put in your traveler's notebook quickly. Um, Golden Girls calendar, of course. Sometimes it's good to save things that just have really good photo quality on them. So this is you see it's getting thick. We're filling her up here. Um, all different kinds of stuff. So my goal is to just fill the notebooks, not really think it too much about it, and then move on to the next notebook, and move on with our lives. So thank you for journaling with me on this Friday night, and take care.